Okay, so in today's video, guys, we're going to talk you through massage guns, do their work, do I use them, why I use them, and what I'd recommend. So I have just been sent this one from Addsfit. I did have a massage gun before, it was incredibly noisy. This is about 1,000,000 times better, so we'll be using this for said demonstration so you can actually hear me and understand what I'm talking about. So, massage gun, when would you use them, why would you use them? So in terms of best times to use a massage gun, generally whenever you feel tight. Personally, around a workout would be a very good time, so I like to use them on key specific areas in terms of like hips, knees, ankles, and like anywhere you generally feel tight. So we're going to talk you through the areas I focus on, like before and after training, to try and maximize performance in this video. So in regards to massage guns, they come with various different attachments, different heads on them, depending on what you're trying to achieve. So we've got a pack here of different ones. We're going to run through initially with a flat head on here. Now, we started talking about the upper body initially. Some of the key areas where we get a lot of tightness. Potentially forearms, because we're gripping all the time through here, you're just getting tightness. And we tend to get a lot of crossover here, brachialis, over like the elbow joint. So an area that's really good to try and break up and use massage gun through is actually your forearms. So for example, the way you would look to do this would be when you can turn the massage gun on. Literally run up your forearms down in like a wave fashion. I'll probably do like 30 seconds to a minute aside, and you can crank this up much higher, so it's full volume. And using the flat edge, you can really push and release the muscle tissue out. Now, one tip for this you'll notice, like, I feel that straight away. If you've got a lot of tightness in your forearm, you'll get a weird sensation. Your hand feels really light after this. So I would suggest really going through everything there if you get any tightness and you're gripping stuff a lot. Other key areas you can easily do in terms of upper body yourself. People tend to get a lot of internal rotation, so very tight pecs, weak upper backs. They become like this, hunched over. So we tend to get tight points here in our chest and also on the top of our head of our humerus. So these are like high traffic, high wear areas. So again, we look to get the massage gun and literally run through, if we'll turn it on properly, top of the chest area where you tend to get a lot of tightness, and again top of the humerus where it's sore there, and literally run through that area again. So again, that's top of the bicep tendon into the shoulder joint, and again also the pec. I'm trying to like lengthen this out, and also you can take it through a range, which is a good way to again help get that moving and loosen everything out. So that's what we focus on in terms of upper body, chest, and then shoulders, which we can do ourselves. Another key area where a lot of people get tightness would be lower back. So again, you can ideally, if you have a partner, get someone to do this for you. You can do your upper back, get them to do like your scapula and up around here, which doing yourself is not really convenient or practical. So I'd suggest you would get someone to do that for you. But your lower back, like your QL, works very well. So ideally for this, I would suggest you use a different attachment. So we're going to swap the flat head for more of a bullet shape, and then so now you've got harder shape. You can really push into where you get a lot of compression, which is going to be your QL. It's a big muscle here at the bottom of our back. So again, like, I can feel how tight that is and compressed it is, because I did a lot of squatting yesterday. So again, this would be an area I would look to try and loosen out using the massage gun. Another area is the top of the hips, so the iliac crest. So you'll find you have your hip bone here, and you have a juicy bit of your glute here. You'll probably find if you do a lot of training, if you push your thumb into there, it feels like a tight, sore part, and that's really where you want to get the massage gun. Stick that in there, loosen it out. Before training, if I'm going to do legs, I'd like to again take that through like an active range of motion. Excuse the anabolic flip-flops, but that would be a really good way to try and drop out like hip tension. So I'd literally run that through there. So obviously you can do both sides. That actually feels awesome. You obviously do both sides, so that's how we look to try and release some of the hips. Again, in terms of where you'd use this, is just more where you have tightness. So if I have tightness in my knees, I'll look to try and go around the inside of my quads, outside of my quads, and literally just try and run through and break up any like tightness or any tissue through there, anywhere you feel tightness. So it's exactly the same with calves. Now this is a big one, which is a really good hack for leg day, which I'd really suggest, and it's something I do to really improve the range of motion in terms of your ankle with like dorsiflexion, so how far we can bring our knees forward in terms of travel. A really easy way to improve this in 30 seconds on each leg is literally get the massage gun, turn it on, stick it on full bore, get that, and put that into the sole of your foot, and literally run that up and down through your tendons, through your instep, around your heel. You can flex and move your foot, and again this will increase the range of mobility you have in your feet and your ankles, which will greatly improve your ability to squat and train your legs, and also end up taking pressure off your knees and hips, which are overcomplicating because you don't have the flexibility and mobility in your ankles. So that would probably be the first one I'd always focus on doing in terms of leg day, is I work on my feet and then work up. So these would be some tips in terms of how I'd use massage gun practically. You can't really go too wrong, but the big keys is focus on the right areas with the right heads at the right times. Post training, I would look to just try and maybe run through the tissue you've trained for a minute for each group. So if you've done, say for example, chest, just run through each of your pecs for maybe 2 minutes, just to try and get the blood flow out there and loosen things up a little bit. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, please drop a comment below, please hit the like button, and please subscribe to the channel.